Hi Capricorn, welcome back to the Divine Dojo. I am Gabriella and I'm here to do your reading for July 1st through the 6th. So for those of you who have watched my readings, thank you so much. I love you all so much and I appreciate you. And those who are new, welcome. So what do I got going on? Oh yeah, so first I'm gonna do the transits that are happening for the week, and then we'll get into and just a little into July. I don't want to get too in depth into July, but just know the retrogrades are going to be starting in July. So I'm going to ping the tuning fork, my clearing tuning fork, 3 times. So if you're welcome to sit down, close your eyes. And every time I ping it, take a deep breath in and release. And you can make noises. Obviously, I am not there and it doesn't matter to me. So I do my own thing here. So feel free to do your own thing. You do you. So however that works. Or if you're like, in the car or whatever, you don't need to close your eyes. But, it gives us a nice little reset to just tap into our breath and just center ourselves a little bit. So especially me after the Sagittarius energy. I have to clear that energy for sure. So ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, my lovelies. I hope you've had a good week. I am doing this. Is today Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday. It's July 1st. So I'll be uploading them today. So, I'm going to power through these last 3 Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. Is what I have left. So if you want to cross watch or do other signs, not cross watch, or do other signs, your other placements, those videos are already up. So, except Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. Yes, so what's going on this week? Today, the moon is in Libra, which is trine Uranus. So anything that we have been working on, any like projects, whatever you've been working on, if there are any adjustments to be made these next couple of days, this week would be a good week to do it. Because those adjustments can cause big breakthroughs, or we can have big aha moments on something that we've been deliberating on, or just some sort of release or some sort of big change can happen. So that's going on the next couple of days. And then 4th-July, which is here in America, is a big celebration of Independence Day. The moon will transition into Scorpio. So, definitely more depth of feeling, more transformational energy. Also a big day in terms of astrology. Venus ingresses into Gemini. And so that makes our communication and love connections more intellectualized, right? So think about Gemini, and they like mental stimulation, they like variety, they like play, they like diversity. So coming to our relationships with more of a playful, different, maybe new approach would be good, or we might feel like we want to do that in the Venus and Gemini transit. And then I also like to think of the Venus and Gemini, as the social butterfly, right? So in Gemini. The 5th, the moon is still in Scorpio, which is still trining the sun in Cancer. I don't know if I said that. So it's a great time over the 4th of July weekend there's of course going to be a lot of celebrating and fireworks, all that bullshit, going on here in America. But for the rest of the world, it's a great weekend for creativity, comfort, rest, emotional healing, self-care, you know, self-love, you know, that type of stuff too. And then that day, the 4th, also Neptune goes retrograde in Aries. So this is about dissolving illusions of our personal identity, our personality, dissolving illusions of like wherever we have been in denial of our self, you know, self-delusionment. So, so that retrograde is kind of great to focus on those things. What else? The 6th, the moon moves into Sagittarius, so it gives us a little bit more pep in our step, more optimism. We might have like big ideas, you know, we might get some like creative inspiration. Venus in Gemini is forming supportive sextiles to Saturn and Neptune as well on that day. So it's a good weekend overall. And then on the 7th, Uranus moves into Gemini. So a lot of Gemini. Of Geminizzle. A lot of Geminizzle. A lot of Geminizzle. So, besides me fucking around and joking, what does this all mean, right? So the month of July is going to be heavy in mental chatter. Whether it be, you know, on social media or in the news, a lot of just mental energy, especially as we, you know, these planets move into Gemini, Venus, and Uranus in Uranus, and then I forget what else might be moving later. No, Neptune takes a while to move into Gemini. So anyhow, yeah, a lot of mental stimulation, so, you know, you're an earth sign, get grounded, get balanced, you know, stay in harmony, and you're gonna be good. But yeah, our mind is gonna, you know, the energies are gonna want to take over our mind. So just be aware of that. All right, Spirit, I invite you in to have me give a clear and concise message for the Capricorn collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Capricorn collective, for their greatest and highest good of all. Give me one clear message. We're going to start with an opener and move on. What's going on, Cappy? Oh, Spirit, please give me one clear message, please. I don't want to talk. All right, I'm going to take that. The Lover. So maybe a new lover is coming in, or you're going to be in this energy of the Lover, loving life, loving yourself, loving, you know, just the finer things, smelling the roses, you know, whatever. Or some new love connection could be coming in as well. So we'll see. The Lover. Alrighty, Spirit. What do you want to tell Capricorns, my beautiful Cappies, this week for the week of July 1st through the 6th, 7-ish? I saw 10 of Cups and the Empress. Hello. What's going on, Cappies? I like this a lot. I love it a lot. I love it a lot. Shitballs. Alright, let's do this. Thank you, Spirit. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's keep going. This one wants to pop out too. What do you have to say to Capricorn? Boom, boom. Few more. Thank you. I like it like that. Well, there you are off the bat. Queen of Pentacles. It's Sag Capricorn energy, but I think a bit more of a Cappy. Cappy, looking like that. I like it like that. All right, so there's definitely something new coming in. So I'm just going to show you the cards. We got the Queen of Wands reversed. We got the Ace of Wands upright. We got the Five of Pentacles upright. We got the Moon in reverse. We got the Seven of Wands upright, and then we have the Six of Pentacles reverse, and then the Eight of Swords reverse. So to me, to me, I'm feeling like this might be in the past, or it might be happening this week, or, you know, maybe there's like some work home kind of situation happening. You know, there is an opportunity coming in with a new project, a new inspiration, maybe you have an urge to like motivate and create and do something different in your life, right? But maybe, you know, you are worried about like stuff that didn't like work out in the past or whatever, or illusions, or maybe there was deceit, some lies. There's definitely been some challenges and competition, and maybe you are competitive or were competitive, or somebody was competitive with you, and you know, either you or the other party, it can be like person, place, or thing, right? Not thing, but you know, usually it's like work, family, friends, lover, whatever, you know. I don't see this as a love thing, but you know, wasn't like reciprocal kind of energy. Things were one-sided, right? And this kind of like kept you kind of stuck and like in like a critical kind of mindset. This is definitely interesting. What is this about? Is this the past or the present? What's going on? Maybe this was a lover. This is the past or present. Yeah, I think you're longing for like collaboration, right? Friendship, you know, whether it be friends, family, whatever. Maybe, I don't know, I have to get into this more. What is this about, Spirit? It's definitely about like relationships, right? And it doesn't have to mean like romantic. Yeah, it's like maybe you feel like you've put in the work and maybe other people didn't, or vice versa. Maybe you worked too much and like didn't work on like partnerships and collaborations with the people who mattered. Yeah, because then we got the World. So, because we got the Eight of Pentacles, and then we got the World. So, definitely a chapter is closing, and something new is coming in. Something is completed for sure. Is this in the present, in the past? Okay, you don't want to go in. Temperance. This is in the present. And it's interesting because the Two of Cups, you know, Temperance has the two. She's like pouring water into one cup into the other. Yeah, a chapter, you know, can't get any worse. Only upwards from where you are, right? What is this? What is this about? Is this about work, love, just overall, general, Capricorn, life? What is this about? Yeah, making difficult decisions. And maybe you didn't make the right or the hard decisions that you should have made, and maybe that's what all of this is about. That, like, and maybe you don't want to go through that again. I don't know. Interesting. Or maybe you have difficult decisions coming up. Shit. Sorry, Capricorn. Ay, ay, ay. I like it like that. I like it like that. Yeah, well, something definitely is coming to an end, so that's good. What was I talking about? About Neptune and Aries? Yeah, about like dissolving illusions about ourself and our personal identity. I'm kind of getting that vibe of like the reality of like the role you played and the role like other people have played in whatever this is, whether, you know, just like your overarching kind of life, maybe. I like it like that. What can you just be clear on what this is about, Spirit? Yeah, like mental anguish, mental pain, like mental, you know, putting yourself, you have the 8, the 9, and the 10 here. Of Swords, right? Like the mental anxiety that you put yourself in, right? The worry, the fear, the like whatever is just like never ending. And hopefully that is coming to an end because, you know, with that Gemini energy that's coming up, we're getting into that Gemini energy. There's a lot of that energy that wants to infiltrate our being, right? So this like self-imposed kind of prison. Yeah, and maybe you are coming, you know, maybe there's a new opportunity. It might be a new opportunity in love, you know, it might be a new opportunity in some sort of creative endeavor, something new that you are wanting to work on, a new project. And maybe that's coming through this week, and maybe you'll get the breakthrough you need, from all that mental energy. Yeah, because this is about like 6 of Wands is about like celebrating, you know, after you know, putting this energy behind you, or you know, putting this mental chatter behind you, the worry, fear, anxiety, depression. I don't see addictions, but it could be, you know, some sort of addiction behind you. Because your self-confidence is coming back, right? That Leo energy. What is this about? This deck doesn't want to talk. Okay. What is this about, Spirit? And what is the advice? I got the Queen of Cups, and when I split the deck, and I think I saw the Tower. The Sun. Queen of Cups again. I like it like that. Maybe you've maybe you've had, you know, like some maybe this has been financial, right? Because we did start off with the Queen of Pentacles. There you are, right? You've worked hard. You've worked hard. Maybe you've lost some pentacles, you know, along the way or whatever, and you felt like you've worked hard, but you know, the relationships, partnerships, family, friends, you know, weren't giving and receiving. And so now you're in this like self-protection, self-preservation type of energy. Like, these are my coins. This is for me. I'm taking care of myself now. I'm setting the boundary because this shit has got to be done with, and I'm over it. You got the 10 of Swords twice. Luckily, they are reversed, so it's like it can't get any fucking worse. So only upward, and it's like about recovery as well. Recovering from maybe a financial loss or some sort of something like that. Because, you know, you are looking for that happy kind of... you are looking for that happiness, for like that togetherness, right? That's what you're seeking. So maybe an important choice has to be made or has been made to get you through to the next chapter, and that's Saturn energy. You're ruled by Saturn with the world, right? You've had some difficult decisions to make, and then we have the King of Wands. Did he come out too? I don't remember. No, we have the Queen of Pentacles, and then I'm sorry, now I'm all jacked up. The King of Wands, right? He's action, and he is reversed, so he's normally like a good, steady, solid leader, but he also can be that like, you know, that partner, or that one that wants to come in like, you know, hot and heavy and ready, you know, with that wand. But he's coming in reverse, so maybe now you know, like, not to accept a King of Wands that's like kind of coming in all sideways, right? Or maybe this is you being in that energy, but like, you know, you're getting the courage and confidence back that you are needing, but you know, you want this King upright. So Ace of Wands, 10 of Pentacles. What is the advice? Get the fuck out of your head. Stop. Sorry, 9 of... Stop the anxiety, stop the worry, stop the fear, stop the depression, stop the nightmare, stop the insomnia, stop the hopelessness, stop the trauma, stop the despair loop. This needs to end, right? This needs to end. You did get it reversed this time around. Was it reversed before? Yeah, and here's the deal. Maybe you need some counseling. Maybe you need some help. Maybe, you know, you need somebody to talk to. Maybe you need to reach out. Maybe you need to have a sense of renewed hope. Get some renewed hope, and releasing releasing your worries, releasing secrets if you have any. That's gonna set you free from all of this shit, from, you know, what's going on. Final message, Spirit. Final message. How can we help Capricorn? The Star, Aquarius energy. It did come reverse. So it's about self-confidence. Like, she's sitting there naked and like, you know, dropping, you know, pouring water out, and like, she doesn't give a fuck about like what anybody thinks. Like, that's what we have to have, is like the self-confidence, the star power. It is Aquarius energy. Aquarius is like the rebel, right? The revolutionist, we have to come into our light and bring our light back in, and stop. The only way to do it is to stop this fear and worry and have some self-confidence in ourselves again. Final message. Yeah, because this, you got a lot of sword energy, man. This is, you know, the 5 of Swords. It's like you're tired of like fighting, you know. What is literally the final advice? Gotta move on from this. The Lovers. And maybe this has been about love. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be like a karmic relationship, family, you know, like whatever. But in essence, the Lover is a choice. The choice you have made to, you know, not be in your power, not to step into your, you know, your greatness. And it can be about a partnership. And maybe there is a new partnership coming in. And maybe it's about renewing your faith in partnership and in love. Right, let's get some. But to do that, you know, we got to renew our faith in ourselves and know ourselves and be confident in ourselves and trust ourselves. Yeah, because there's a fork in the road. That's for sure. A decision has got to be made, right? Where is she? You got the 2 of Swords twice, I believe. I don't know. Somewhere. Shit, it gets out of control. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, you got the 2 of Swords, right? Somewhere. And this is just like the 10 of Swords. You know, the 10 of Swords twice. The 9 of Swords twice. Like, something's got to give, you know? Like, what's that fucking movie? And yeah, the choice has to be made. A choice has to be made. You want to get stuck, like, you know, in this mental fucking prison, or move on from it? And because that's a lot of sword energy, right? Fork in the road. And this is not going to be for every Capricorn, but, you know. Which way to go, right? 13, death and rebirth kind of card too, right? There has to be some sort of death of this shit to be able to move on and get into this like energy. And like, oh shit, I completely forgot about the original Lover. So we're definitely reading that at the end. But you got to get back into this energy and love upon yourself. And I don't mean like materialistic, like getting my nails done, getting my hair done, going to the gym. I mean like really love on yourself, reparent yourself. Spirit does not lie, my God. Thank you, God. Thank you. Between worlds. A fork in the road and in between worlds. Yeah. You got some choices to make, and they're difficult, but they need to be done because you're either going to be stuck in this shit forever. I mean, not forever, but you know what I mean. How much longer can you, you know, deal before our nervous system like taxes us, you know, into some sort of illness or sickness or anything like that, you know? Like, this is what happens. Stress is a fucking killer. And I'm not going to take this because I feel like it was the Success card, but let's see what messages you have for Capricorn. Final messages, Spirit. It says not the right time. Palopi. And it says look for a sign. So maybe that will happen right now. Maybe like this week is not the right time, but something's got to give pretty soon. So I saw forgiveness and then success again. Forgiveness and success. And yeah, and maybe you got to forgive all of this, right? I'm not saying that like people weren't jerks or, you know, whatever. They probably were, but you know, you got to forgive them and forgive yourself. Most importantly, forgive yourself. Success, forgiveness, not the right time, look for a sign. Let's see if maybe Moonology will give us like a kind of time frame. If not, that's okay. It might be just an extra message or something separate for somebody else. So let me know what's going on with you guys, Capricorn. I'd love to know. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe. I am here for you if you need. And yeah, believe in the impossible. Blue moon. When is the blue moon? The blue moon is like when 2 full moons occur in 1 month. So I don't know if we have one this year. I have to check. Or if it already happened. No, I don't think it has. So let's read the Lover. All right, my darlings. I hope that was helpful. You and Sagittarius got a deep one this week. All right, the Lover. It says, the heart, the beloved, the devoted. It says, pulsing through the heart of the Lover is gratitude. Gratitude for even the shit that we've been through, man. The Lover appreciates and experiences the world through the senses, reveling in beauty, song, art, music, sense, and sensuality. This energy awakens at the tip of our tongue when we taste the sweetness of honey, a kiss of a lover, or speak gentle words to a child or your pet. The Lover lingers in foreplay, aroused not by the getting there, but by the slow merging of self and other. This energy is usually experienced for a short period of time, as in order to feel it, we must be fully present and awake, with no expectations or rules about what should be. Rather, the Lover is in awe of what the world presents, reveling in the glorious details, grateful to savor every last drop of life's offerings. So yeah, it's about getting back in touch and in tune with yourself and enjoying like the little things in life. Yeah, the Lover. All right. Capricorns, I hope that was helpful, my loves. I do wish you the best week. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe, and let me know what's up with all of this, all right? Peace.